to the day and a time. You're right. We're coming into the day and a time where the famine of the word is near.
That's right.
So we're like, hey, well, bring it on, man, because we're tired of being in this place.
And you know what, Elder?
Tired,
We're about to get persecuted because we want to be straight.
Yeah, because we want to be
That's
right.
exactly what's going to happen.
Because you don't want to give up your Bucci.
Exactly.
I enjoy having my
You know?
penis, so I gotta die.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
I gotta go to jail because I enjoy having a dick.
You like being a man.
Exactly.
You want to be masculine, and you toxic.
Yeah.
Now, if you was walking around with your shirt tied up, wearing a pink scarf,
Exactly.
every day will be celebrated. He's so brave. He's this and he's that. He's
Exactly. It's said as something special.
Anytime you hear that word progressive, wickedness is lurking nearby.
Yeah, no shit.
Real quick, can I get this? Hey, look, just going off what the elder saying and just a precept to what the elder Karab had brought out. This is Revelations 18 and 3. It says, "For all nations have drunk off the wine of the wrath of her fornication."
That's the spirit.
And this elder brother, he be bringing it out how in the Philippines and America said they wouldn't aid them unless they was down with the most shit. What was that? The Philippines?
Wow.
I think you the one who brought that out.
Shit,
And they didn't want to give you no aid because they wasn't with the LGP.
Oh, that was for Africa.
Yeah.
That was Obama. He the one.
Yeah. Oh, bitch, man. So there you go. This is how you know if this is Mystery Babylon the Great. I'm gonna start from 3 again. Revelations 18 and 3. "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her." And that's just going into what the elder brother was saying. "And the merchants of the earth." What's going on, brother?
Can you get that word fornication? Because it goes into
Nigga, you better get it. I'm finna read.
Come.
"And the merchants of the earth are hey, look, it's wickedness. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies." And this is the point. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and receive not of her plagues." And that goes in us getting into the chariots. But first, we can't follow the ways of Babylon. It says, "For her sins," going in with the elder Karab read, it says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, Yahweh have remembered her iniquities." This is why you have shit that you couldn't fathom just 10, 20, 15 years ago. A man identifying as a 50 fucking 5-year-old man, identifying as a 9-year-old boy, to have sex with a 6-year-old girl.
So
You niggas are gonna die. That's
sick.
the hype. That's the hype.
That's sick. Now, who sent that meme? I forget what brother sent it. Somebody sent the meme of a dude, in the gi, throwing the hell out of like a 5-year-old. Saying I'm a man, identify as a 5-year-old, I'm gonna compete in all the tournaments of 5-year-olds and win all the
They're
gold
gonna be a
medals.
coral belt in 2 weeks.
Right.
Right.
Whoop
You know,
niggas.
right, because he identifies as a 5-year-old. And then here's the thing about that all that madness is that this whole thing, what it really is about is depopulation.
Yes.
Because you got there's not enough babies, there's not enough children. All right, and so this is really to support depopulation without saying it. All right, but we're gonna say it.
That's right.
All right.
Genocide.
And that because the Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply," and there's enough water and enough food on the earth for everyone. If certain people just didn't own up 1 million acres of land and hoard it all to themselves,
Right.
all right?
And
I
that verse
got
2.
this that word to back the elder, the fornication. It goes into porneia. It says illicit sexual intercourse, adultery, fornication, homosexuality, lesbianism, intercourse with animals, etc.
Right.
So everything is just lawful here. Just do as you ate. A
Well,
bitch married a tree.
we're in Rome all over again,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Bitch married a tree.
We in Greece and Rome all over again. Because that's how they got down there. That's what was going on in what was that place that the Lord melted with the volcano? Pompeii, man.
Exactly.
All right. Pompeii had all kind of freakism going on and freakism against children, man.
Hey, if I may say, this is all part of signs of the times, man, that we at the end. Because just like Murph read that in Revelation, it says their sins reached up into heaven, right?
Yeah, but you're wicked for saying that.
Well,
According to Esau.
exactly.
And the
Because
same Salaki, the same hypocrite make you swear in the court of law on the Bible and swear their presidency in on the Bible. That's all I want to say.
yeah, we're abomination to them, and they're an abomination to us. But good thing is that the Most High God we're on his side because all the things that's an abomination to us is the same thing that's an abomination to him, and we're reading about it. So we don't care what they think, you know, because in the eyes of the Most High God, they are an abomination. Those that's of this world. And again, they have a bounds they cannot pass.
Will not.
So the thing is their sins and their wickedness and their weirdness is reaching up into the heavens, meaning they're reaching the bounds they cannot pass.
Right.
So you have to understand that we're just speaking about what the scriptures say and that we're reaching the height of their wickedness. So you better straighten up and fly right. But I want to read this scripture here in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14, and I'll start at verse 22.
Perfect.
So it says, moreover, this was not enough for them that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High God, but whereas they lived in a great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices or used secret ceremonies or made revelings of strange rites, they kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled.
And guess what? That's orgies here, man.
And all manner.
Hey, look at Will
wicked.
Smith and Jada Pinkett. Look
Exactly.
at they broadcasting that. That's that. And that shit, that Bohemian Grove, all that. That's what's going down. But see how I said,
sororities too.
yeah, they look how he got her marriage. Look, his marriage. He the bad guy and he a bitch. Because his girl can't commit adultery openly in front of the whole world. He should have did what Carlson did and got the white woman. Read, brother.
Yep, it says they kept neither their lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously or grieved him by adultery, so that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns, defiling of souls, changing of kind.
Change of kind. Right.
This-
See, that goes in that turning the things upside down.
That's
The
it.
Lord set up the male genitalia to enter the female genitalia. All right.
Yes.
It didn't make it for man on man and woman on woman.
Hey,
So that's contrary to nature. And when you do those things, it causes diseases. It causes all kind of plagues, and ultimately cause death and the lessening of life. Matter of fact, Elder, you're right. I believe in that same chapter that Elder reading. If he jumped to 12, I think it said that came from idol worship.
Well,
Oh,
yeah. Well, let me finish. It says disorder and disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanliness. For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evils.
Well, in America is all about everything you just read.
Yep.
And if you speak out against it, you're the problem.
Exactly.
In this place.
Yep.
All right, real quick. You because you mentioned it, I'm just gonna read it. This is Job 14 and 4. Point is in 5. Who can bring an unclean thing out of an Salakia? Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?
Damn.
Not one. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Right. He's appointed a bounds that he cannot pass. But guess what? He's going to reach that bounds. And so that means evil is going to increase every single day. And they're going to decree unrighteous decrees. All right. And all this wickedness is going to just continually get worse and worse and worse.
Hey, that's like when the Lord was telling Abraham about the Amorites. He said, all right, we gonna go into slavery for 400 years. You're gonna come back because the iniquity of the Amorites is not fulfilled. So they ain't reached the height of what he wanted to do to them.
Right.
Because you know the Lord gonna be justified of what he do to you.
Right.
So Esau, he gonna hit that height to where he gonna deserve the judgment what the Lord is gonna bring down to him. And he ain't reached it yet.
Right.
But God damn it, when he hit that motherfucker, he gonna hit that ceiling hard than a bitch. It's gonna be noticeable when he hit. As soon as he hit that bitch, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I was saying he do not stir and move them till they said measure be fulfilled.
But we can see that we're getting close.
Exactly.
I mean, more evidence of this proclamation, more evidence of the debauchery with the C to the hip, all right, where they're pushing that more and more. They already got the military people. They already doing it to the military people. We have some video put up the other day. All right, and
on the man's wife. But if you really watch that video, the man said no, we're not.
Right, exactly.
When she said we're gonna put it in our we have to wait until she's 3, and he was like, no, we're not.
That's right.
So yeah,
It's gonna cause a lot of rifts in the home.
that's gonna be a
get
problem.
rid of that bitch.
He didn't want to do it right there on the camera. He knew it was being recorded, so
Right.
he had the wisdom to be
And you know what, Elder?
Then he'd have been called a toxic male, and
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
all the,
And you know what, Elder Malcolm? And they've been pushing this April 8th. This eclipse thing is going on.
yeah.
They finna do some shit, bro.
Oh, absolutely,
yeah.
brother.
Because they pushing that shit. They selling motherfucking glasses, 3 glasses, all the time.
Yeah, well,
Like
they move troops. They've never deployed troops
Mhm.
for an eclipse before, ever. So they actually deployed troops, and then the troops, and then those bridges went down, and those bridges are major thoroughfares and thoroughways, cutting off and blocking shit, and that's also going to cause a diesel fuel shortage.
And that,
All right,
and that
because
shit-
I watched a video with a guy. We going to the other topics now, but I watched and somebody, you can pull up some on that Ishtar if that thing cools down. But I watched a video where the guy was talking to the guy at the gas station and talked to the truck driver and said,
yeah.
"Are you preparing for the shortage?" And he's like, "What you talking about?" He said, "Yeah, that's so." And this was talk going inside in communication. And the guy told him, "Well, you know that there's going to be a fuel shortage again. So if and that happens, they said they expecting fuel prices for diesel fuel
$15
to be $10 to $15 a gallon, which these independent drivers and a lot of companies are.
That's gonna drive
Once
up
again,
everything.
they already jacked up and low on loads. My stepson drives a truck, and and business ain't been too well, So it's been rough as of lately. So that's just gonna get worse and worse, And I told him, and now he sees it, because when he came up, when he said that's what he wanted to do, this was. Probably about, but going back about 4 years ago. And I told him, I said, well, that's going to be a short-lived thing. I said, you got to do what you got to do until that time, but don't expect, that you're going to ride off into the sunset in this truck,
Right.
and
This is Isaiah 14:9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. So all this stuff that they done pushed here, the whole world is starting to turn on it, see it, be like, and us even speaking on it is bringing it to the forefront. So now the world is like,
the world is questioning a lot of things.
exactly.
All right, and they really and the small headers are being questioned, and they don't like it. So that those top, and then especially with those icons being exposed, that caused a rift throughout all Christianity and Judaism. There's all kind of videos going up, referring to them as being false and fake. And then, why is this history? Why was this history omitted? Well, guess what? The Hebrew Israelites have been saying this on the YouTube for 17 years now. 16 years now.
That's so cool,
All right?
man.
So now, So and
He pissed him off.
Yeah.
He said, I got something for you.
But what? Here's the crazy thing.
tricking.
He, before he even spoke on it, he had already did like 3 or 4 videos where they were in the background. All right. So and then I tell these people, look, man, the ones you saw, the Russian icons, there are other icons that outdate those.
no, they said
They're early ones in different parts of Europe or Eurasia. All right, there's different parts. There's other ones in other countries in Eurasia that are older than the ones you saw in Russia.
And he said there was 50,000 on display. We only saw a couple of hundred. So we didn't even see the 50,000,
Well,
but
guess
they got
what?
them in different museums. They got different places in the
They're
different
in Britain,
exhibits.
they're in France, they're in Scotland, they're in Ireland.
And
The catacombs of Rome are full of images of swarthy people, of melanated people in the catacombs. You can't, I always tell you, man, the word black, they replace swarthy with black. All right, because somebody get the definition of black real quick.
Look, and now they trying to say, now the spell they trying to do, the new speech is that Swati made the color of Esau, so-called whitey man.
How how in the hell I got about 90 books where swarthy is referring to people that's melanated.
See, that's
And
fine.
old I got definitions of. So how? Who? What dumbass is saying
That
that?
just shows you Esau is going down, and he can't
Wow.
even
That,
accept
so he
it,
gonna.
you
Hey,
know?
look, you can't do new speak into 2024. Man.
Hey,
Y'all
Shanti,
You can't
want some
change the
bullshit with this
definition.
devil, man.
You know.
hey, Shanti went on reconnaissance and went to all them goddamn, a lot of them.
Castles.
I got an
castles.
image that he have in my phone right now
Yeah.
of King James, and they showing him on the wall as a white man. Then they got a coin up under him, and on the coin up under him is a coin of a nigga.
But I
With a big wide nose and thick lips. But then you looking at this little pointy nose pale guy, but you looking at the actual. But you actually looking at the coin that was mentioned in this image for his people, and I'm like, you really? You gonna put this right under it?
Now this if you Google King James' father,
Jake.
his name was Henry Lord Darnley, and that's the Henry Lord Darnley. Don't he look like my sister's
Wow.
son? They look like my sister's son. Right there.
I can
That's
see
why I
that.
took the picture right there.
Hey,
But
hey,
this
Boot,
is his
Hey,
father.
thing.
All right, this is the father of King James. And so
Is that the coin that say Jacobus at the bottom?
no, this is
No, I'm gonna show you
this
the
is
coin
thing.
that I'm talking about. He's showing you an image of
Alright.
King James' father.
All right.
I can read the
Right.
scripture while you're showing it.
Here it is,
I'm
right
trying
here,
to wear
brother.
that shit outside tonight.
I'm gonna read the scripture right now saying it. It's Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth in faithful way.
Pete,
The world languish in faithful way. The haughty people of the
That's the
earth
image
do
right
languish. The earth is also defiled and the inhabitants thereof, because they have
That's the
transgressed
coin.
the
Now, I'm gonna show you
laws,
the coin up close.
changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenants.
Right.
And that's what they did. They changed everything, even with the images and everything, destroying everything, trying to put what they want you to believe. Because they don't want you to believe it's truth. And these people are proud. Haughty going to proud people. Esau is the most proudest person on the planet, and he want to really eliminate us. So he gonna do anything
Father
in his
King
power
James.
to eliminate the truth. So
well,
that's
hold on,
why
let me show
he
you who they
pushing-
trying to. I'm Salaki, brother.
that's why he's pushing that swarthy means this now, because he don't want the truth to come out. He want to eliminate
and
that.
that's why you gotta go. That's why you gotta go to different web browsers. Like even the fact, yeah, right. Because DuckDuckGo, because even
Coin.
you couldn't find.
Coin
At
of
one
King
point in
James.
time, you can get on Google and just
That's the
Google
coin.
first slaves from Portugal, Spain. You can't find it like that no more.
No, they removed a lot of
Yeah.
things.
So, but you go to DuckDuckGo, they pop right up. They pop right up, and they go into the Moors, how they was the first slaves, how they was coming down in power.
They removed
get a
all
whole
that because
breakdown.
of us, brother.
Right, come on.
Right.
We used to be able to search all sorts of
It
things.
needs to pop right up.
We used to be able to search things on
Caucasian.
Saturnalia. On Saturnalia, they used to have the breakdown of the flesh color. You read and shows you that right. All that they removed a lot of things off the internet because of us.
And another word they trying to do new speak is melanated. Oh, a so-called Caucasian guy, he's melanated. They got a little bit melanin, so they melanated. I said no, Esau. Cause you look at the word melanie in I think it's a Greek or Latin word. It means black, it means dark brown. It's not talking about the pale people today, man. These Edomites, man. Like
Unmelanated.
Esau's a fucking loser, man. He just grabbing straight.
Hey, now God, you know,
He stay reaching.
can I read this real quick?
Bring it out,
This is,
brother.
The conversation I had with the Snapchat AI. I'm gonna just hit the points of that's relevant. So I said, why were Germans? This was a long conversation. All right, why were Germans called swarthy by Benjamin Franklin? The AI said Franklin.
Hold on. It wasn't just the Germans. It called the Swedes and you go. You're right.
Yeah. So he says, AI. Franklin comments were derogatory about the Germans. He says he described the Germans as swarthy in 1753. It's not clear why he used the term to describe Germans, but it's possible that he was referring to their skin tone or complexion, which he may have seen as being darker than that of other Europeans. Then he says it is also possible that he was using the term more generally to describe Germans as being unattractive or uncivilized.
Wow.
regardless of the specific meal. So he's trying to, AI tried to make something.
Basically, he tried to connect swarthy and replace it with black now.
Right.
Well,
In the reverse sense.
right, to say it means unattractive,
Right.
uncivilized.
Because
not
swarthy
about
is
complexion.
completely,
Not about
and that's why they
complexion,
and that's why they took the word swarthy and removed it and replaced it with black, because black means exactly what you said: dumb, ugly, attractive, bad, wicked, whatever. When swarthy is specifically speaking about complexion. Read.
So I said he referenced skin complexions. He literally said complexion in the letter, and not just Germans. That's what I responded to him. Today, yeah. He says you're correct. Benjamin Franklin used the term complexion.
Oh shit, you got me.
Right. In his letter to describe Germans and other European groups. However, it is important to remember that skin color and ethnicity are not the same thing. And then he goes to say he was being prejudiced about it. I say, why are you hiding that? So I'm not hiding anything from you. I'm simply trying to provide accurate and unbiased information. This is important to approach race and ethnicity with an open mind and willingness to learn. I said, you said you aren't sure he was talking about complexion, then said he did mention it was complexion. You changed your stance. AI responds, I apologize for any confusion. You are correct. Benjamin Franklin used the term complexion in his letter to describe Germans and other European groups. I did not intend to change my stance on this issue, but rather provide additional context. No, you said it could have been something else.
That's the
AI. But the
AI,
AI,
so
it seems like the AI is
was
getting a little
programmed by
smarter. though.
Esau.
Right.
And so that's
It
he's going
seems like it's
to
getting a little smarter.
push
though.
the narrative.
But we can't all talk at the same time.
Look, AI has not been honest since those
Oh, no.
MIT students released it back in about 2013 or 14, and the AI came back saying that the problem on the earth was white people, and called and referred to them as Edomites, and then they scrubbed that they scrubbed that, you know, and they scrubbed that shit off the internet. All right, and you haven't seen it since. You can't. You cannot Google that and find it. But yeah, there was a couple AI students that took some AI and they released it on the internet to let it learn by itself. And this was around 2013 or 14. And yeah, and they let it learn for 3 days. And in 3 days it came back, and basically it went to the websites and to everything, and the AI came back and said that if you get rid of white people, the earth would be better, that the earth would fix itself or something to that effect. And they shut that program down, and you can't find any evidence that it ever. I sound like I'm talking about Mr. Snuffleupagus. He don't exist.
Hey, I got a couple of.
Bring it out, brother.
All right, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 27. It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared." And that's what's going on today, man. Starting off with the prophets, all right, of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's why in this Matthew 24 and 14, it says, "And this gospel of the kingdom, the truth, shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come."
Wow.
You see, and this is what's going on right now. The truth of the gospel of the kingdom is being preached. And the Lord said, whoever is preaching this truth, you're going to be hated of all men for the truth's sake.
Exactly.
You see, for Yahushua's sake.
Matter-
This is what's going on.
Matter of fact, brother, the brother Ayash Shah Barazal, he just said their Russian icons book just jumped up to 1,600. It's between $1,600 to $1,800 to
Yep.
hide that truth you're talking about.
That's it.
I don't
So-
think I'm hiding that.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yep.
So it just jumped up to that price.
Con, I don't want to say this. So you keep mentioning these icons. All these heathens know who the fuck we are, man.
That's right.
You know, they get mad at America. They start to do subliminal shit, but don't actually say everything, man. That got them do because they care about us.
Right.
That's just them being mad. That just shows the division. It really
Yeah,
just shows the Lord to
because-
destroy these people.
Because
That's it.
if Putin really cared about us, because he's mentioned before years ago how you can't tell me how to govern my people. Look how you treat the black people.
That's right.
Well, he could have said it right then and there. You know, those are the Lord's people. You know, those are the Israelites.
I
And
think Ahmadinejad had
You know?
mentioned that we
No, he did.
the Lord's
He did.
people.
Yeah, well, he did, but I'm saying Putin.
But I mean, I'm saying, even then, he didn't say much. They get mad at America. I'm agreeing with you. They get mad at America, but don't really stand up for us. So you got the Lord's
guy
jewels or
Syria,
some shit like
yeah,
that.
the president of Syria said it not that long ago.
right.
Philippines too.
Yeah, you know, so it's been lots of world leaders since the time of 1951. What was his name? Abdul Gabal Nasser.
Yeah.
It's been lots of world leaders who've actually came out and said it. Hey, these are the Lord's chosen people that you got.
Why
Hey,
y'all
that's-
stand up for us?
And as the saint is 100% on point and game tight, but also here it is, it's the Lord, that's putting it in their spirits to reveal these things and to say these things and to show these things. This is Proverbs 21:1. It says the king's heart, which the Hebrew word for heart is lab, which means your mind. So the king's heart, the king's mind, is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see, so this is the Lord's program, man. All right? And he's putting it in their minds to say the things that they say and to reveal, certain truths that's backing up what the prophets are saying about the truth, about the Bible.
Even turning on their own. Even turning on their own.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 10:23. Oh Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. The Lord directs every man.
That's it. And so they can't do nothing but what the Lord have them to do. And at the end of it all, it says that truth, all right, is going to be declared. Evil and deceit is going to be quenched. You see? And here it is. These, again, are all parts of the signs of the times, man.
And the Lord don't give a fuck if you devils don't like the truth. The truth is going to be declared.
That's it.
Whether you devils like it or not, man.
That's right.
I got one for you. Was you done, Yaxla?
Oh, yeah, come.
This Habakkuk 2 and 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh, as the waters cover the sea. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, and thou mayest look on their nakedness. That's what Esau has done to the world, man. He made the world drunk with his philosophy. And what does it say? The nation drunk of his wine,
We're mad.
and they are mad. There you go.
There it is.
And that word, when you go into the Hebrew word, one of the definitions for mad means foolish.
Yeah.
Because it's foolish for you to think that you could be with a man. If you drink that wine, bro, for a woman to want a woman and a man to want a man, you become foolish. You just became dumb.
That's what my grandma said. Hey, you bumping coochies. That's crazy.
Scissor.
That's some weird shit. It don't make sense.
Yeah,
Right.
Ain't no proof.
That's when I finally understood what scissoring was talking about. But here it says Washington president's orders to move holy icon. All right, Putin orders transfer of Trinity Moscow Cathedral. So basically, what Putin is doing is having all the whitewashed icons removed and having the real ones put up. So that's there, man. So.
The dish.
As a matter of fact, I'm just play this short video real quick, brothers. It's only a minute and 43 seconds long. And I really hate these people right here, but they do be going in sometimes. They just got that off-ass doctrine that they on that black only thing,
Black.
We gotta be black, man. We different shades of brown, man. Get it right, man.
I thought about that.
Those are niggers.
Black
Niggers.
Half black.
Oh, what the heck? Wait a second.
Half black.
Yeah, nigga.
Hey, hold on.
A black man can steal your stereo, but he can't be your savior. A black man can steal your stereo, but he can't be your savior. A black man can steal your stereo, but he can't be your savior.
You wonder what's going on is Putin opening up one of the relics, showing you.
Hey, like that old thing on Saturday Night.
Yeah. Can we put it up on the big thing, Uriah?
I can put it on here. And where's that?
Basically, they're just singing in the church before the relics now. And all the Russians and the president is standing there. And they're having a church service in front of the black icons.
What's your thoughts? Please be respectful with your comments. Also, please click like, click the notification bell, and subscribe to this
And
channel.
what was you saying, Pop?
I was saying, they was opening it up. It reminds me of that Saturday Night Live with Richard Pryor.
Oh, yeah.
When he went into the tomb.
Yeah.
They opened it up.
Oh, Doc, we the people, man.
Knocked his ass in there.
Right.
The bishops,
And they had the elixir in there.
Yeah. So he can live forever.
Right.
But he gonna die
Send it to
doing,
you.
not die, not say knowledge.
Right.
Oh, calm it down, brother. Hold on. I can send it to you.
You can send it to me. See, that's why I'm happy right now. The Lord is exposing all the wickedness across the planet, man. He's showing the spewing of Esau, the shameful spewing, is he's regurgitating everything. I'm talking from the vile.
Yeah, this is a powerful video.
To you know the one food logo, and they ask you eat the stuff out of your own stuff. He got up and said, out of the advice of my counsel, I refuse to say I won't eat my own shit. If you know your shit ain't poison, you eat your own food. Esau is destroyed. America's destroyed. The Babylon is destroyed from the rooter to the tutor. I'm about to pull up the stuff right now.
No,
Second.
it's not that. It's just it's focusing.
But okay, well, somebody don't put the camera on there until I'm ready. It's like it. I'm trying to get it ready and I'm pulling it up. So until it's ready, you shouldn't have the camera on there.
It was too bright to see it.
No diddy.
Well, no, they want to send that brother some money.
Right.
Oh shit, so like it.
Send that brother some money, man.
All right.
I need
Send that man some money.
Matter of fact, highlight that.
Send that man some money.
Highlight that.
The dividends.
Yeah. Give me your oatmeal money.
But yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Like you said, man, that reminded me of that damn skit.
Hey, Putin trying to.
Putin opening up the damn.
A black man
He trying to
can
get
steal
some
your
mercy.
stereo.
He like, hey, remember me?
Rule number 3, when I owned 100 houses,
Steal your stereo, but he can't be your savior. A black man can steal your stereo, but he can't be your savior. A black man can steal your stereo, but he can't be your savior.
That little noise sound like a robot.
It's a little louder than that, bro. He said they want to see something. I'ma show him something.
Now pause it right there. Just pause it. No, you gotta understand, brothers. You know, brothers are cracking jokes, but that is extremely powerful. What you just saw.
Yes.
That
Hell
is
yeah.
extremely powerful.
Call.
To see Edomites reverencing images of you know, even though you're not supposed to make any image of anything in heaven, they're still committing idolatry. But the fact is that they're reverencing the actual, you know, thought in their head that the Lord is a so-called black man. And so that's something that I never thought I'd see in my lifetime. And I just witnessed it on this video. Bring it back a little bit.
Russian on top of that. They some of the hardcore Edomites.
The Pope, all the popes, they've been worshiping the black image for the longest time.
Yeah, but not out in public.
Well, I wouldn't know it. It was public enough. The point is, These motherfuckers gonna die for this shit. That's what I want to make. Cause y'all hid this shit.
Right.
All right, and y'all was cool and came together with Esau to hide us. Y'all Psalm 83'd us. This ain't this not gonna help you out, Putin.
Right.
All
Trying
right,
to
this
get
ain't gonna
some
get you no
mercy.
fucking favor, and you still ain't saying who we are. All these subliminals don't do shit. Now this good information is coming out because now the images are shown, the world see it. All right, these niggas ain't got no excuse
It's
to still
basically
think what
backing
niggas.
up what we've been saying all along.
Con. Yeah, now you niggas ain't got no excuse. Here goes some, you niggas like pictures, right? Here you go, here's some more proof.
Where your relics? Where your pictures at?
No,
And you know, like,
And I'm
like,
a
where your papers? Like
And
Ilya
where your
papers? Like Ilya always say, this shows the signs of the times, though. It's like things happen, right? But it's the timing of things, though.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Why is it happening now? Right, the April 8th eclipse, bro. They finna do some
It's
shit.
happening now because it's time for you to go down.
It's time to go. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
no time to go down. That's the whole point. All you
Yeah.
need is about to go down.
Yes.
All this is proving
right.
that Psalms 83 is true.
That's
I
it.
got to read the Psalms 2 real quick. This Psalms 2 and 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together. That's why we done been at Crispy Crunchy. We done been at the gas stations. We done talked to the Ishmael,
They know
Elon,
who we are.
and they know who we are.
this
But
is,
they don't say nothing.
this is
But
years
when you
ago.
mention, go ahead, brother.
I said this is years ago. Just like it.
That's it. This was years ago. Con. God damn.
There's 1,000 videos with heathens, and with heathens saying we are on YouTube, but like Benji saying, they're not saying it on the regular media, on the regular platforms.
They're not telling us.
They're not
who we
speaking
are.
up for
They
us.
still, these same niggas, these same Ishmaelites, Elamites we talk
Psalms
to.
83.
Only reason it came out that who we were because we already knew.
Yeah.
So we was telling them about it. Like, yeah, we know.
Right.
They'd say, yeah, you Isaac. They Ishmael. They'd say, we Isaac. Talking about us, we Isaac. And they'll call themselves Ishmael. They know these things
And the
already.
nigga behind you, they gonna sell him some pork.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Talk shit to
Just because
him.
he don't know.
Exactly, man. All right?
And fuck your bitch, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For 50 cent juice. She can come get unlimited juices for the little
Yeah.
snotty nosed niggas.
Cigarettes, for the
I
bastard.
ain't gonna lie, for the record, I hate Ishmael, bro. I seen that with my own eyes. They be
We all
fucking
seen
neighborhood
that.
bitches for fucking squares.
That's
Good
what they need
captain
to
and
do.
shit,
I ain't
man.
gonna fuck him through.
So this is what's been going on. They
Fucking
they
black
take a
woman.
counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. All the heathens came together to say, fuck you niggas, Latinos, Native Americans. All right? Y'all all hired the Mexicans, put them in the kitchen, underpaid them. Y'all all hid who we were, man.
Yep.
All right? He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. So like Shikari was quoting the elder Yakia, it's all about the timing. This exposure is happening because the Lord is coming out to vex you.
That's right.
All right? He's coming that sore displeasure. All right? That's in the Habakkuk, if I would have read upper verse, it says, is it not of the Lord of earth? The Lord of hosts to work in this fire, man. The Lord put us here. All right? The Lord allows you to take over us and do your thing, man. But now the Lord is raising us up.
That's right.
Yeah, have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. So here we go, man. The time of this thing is you're over with.
Matter of
Right.
fact, the script is
And look at that, man. You're right. It is over with. When you got a room full of Edomites and an Edomite president of one of the most powerful countries in the world
Exactly.
worshiping niggas.
Most
It's over.
And you know what's crazy?
It's fucking over, man.
prophecy
Really?
says
We
we shall
won.
rouse them up.
This is what Elder Malcolm has said. He said this is now to the public. Because this church has been active this whole time.
Right.
This ain't a new church.
Right.
These images, these icons, but how many times we like
He
we was
just
on stage.
revealing it.
Go ahead, Rala. You got it?
I ain't got nothing to say.
How many times we was on stage Van Buren and we done spoke before this Elder Malcolm and the Europeans said, yeah, they taught us this over there.
Yeah.
Or we seen this in the museum or
Plenty of times.
this church or because they know this,
We
but
had
now
a-
it's coming to the public.
A
My
chick, I
grandma
think
told
she
me
was
this
from
as a
France. There was an older woman came that said she was from France, and she told us how she learned this when she was in like 4th grade.
Right.
Yeah, she said, yeah, I learned when she read the 12 tribe sign, and she's including the natives and the Hispanics. She said, I learned this in 4th grade in France.
My great grandma been telling me this since I was a little child, and she's from Ireland, and we used to roast her for the Catholicism because she always bullshit all around our house. And our first cough, and she was the nigga woman, but our first cough would be, well, all the first popes was black. You supposed to believe it. She was going off,
Right.
but she was telling the truth.
Right.
But my grandma, she from Ireland, man, and she been telling me this my whole life.
Yep.
So yeah, this is very. I'm still wooed. I'm
It's heavy,
tripping
man.
right now.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to just stay there.
Now this is important. Remember what I was telling you 2 weeks ago with my uncle? I ended up hitting him up, and we was talking. He started talking about the Israelites and all this. This is one of the things he mentioned. Say, nephew, did you? He's so animated.
He's excited.
Say, nephew, did you see how Putin brought out the black icons?
Mm-hmm.
Which,
Yeah. And it's funny you would bring that up because I had that conversation with my older cousin today.
Damn.
We had a very spiritual conversation because he came to the conclusion that I was right all along, and I believe you were right.
That's the
Y'all,
part
we the
that made me
Israelites.
mad.
Message.
You know, and now so I had a really long. We talked for about an hour, man, talking to my cousin. You know, and no, I was happy the
I said
fact
I
that
was
he
there.
that he got it. You
It
know?
makes me mad.
and
when
and
they
how
do that.
he got jacked up. Well, but the Lord did shit to him, fucked him up, and then he's like, you know, I believe. He said you was basically he was like, I was wrong and you was right, cuz. So I mean, how can I get, what's up?
Testimony like that give me charge because that just gave me an extra boost. I just felt it right now that we got the truth, man.
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, hold
man.
on to what we got, man.
That's right.
You know, stick, and Murph got that page called Teach What Was Taught.
That's it.
You know, so we would talk the truth. We were blessed. We were blessed, man, because hey, we could have fucked up and been an IUIC or ISUBK being a that's right, brother.
Right.
hey, Shakari, what scripture did you quote like 2 minutes ago? There, you quoted a scripture in the gospel. Shit.
I can't remember.
Well,
I got something real quick. If I may, real quick, Elvin.
Okay, go ahead,
You
brother.
said something. You said blessed, right?
Go ahead, brother.
This Jehovah Shah said this. This is Matthew 13:16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see,
Right.
and your ears, for they hear.
Time.
It said, for verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, they have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, they have not heard them. And we starting to see it, man.
Men who have done this work in the past, men that our predecessors, they long to have seen. Think about all the men that Elder Nate and Elder Nate kind of got to see a little bit of something though. But I'm speaking of the men that were back before that, back with our apostles and elders, the ones who all went to the spirit world. They were all older men back then, and then they desired to see this, man, and we're actually getting to see the Lord. Get Jeremiah 30:16 real quick. And Kanaslu been over there patiently. Keep holding this up. Go ahead, brother. Bring out your scripture.
This is Mark chapter 3, verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. And that's the thing, man. Like, they showing this stuff, man. And the thing is, it's Esau against Esau, man. And we just seen them get divided like a tavern-style pizza, man.
Hey, Kanasa, just without going to what you're going to make a quick point, just going into the division. I was just watching the Edomite because I be following this nigga Charlie Kirk. But I was just watching the Edomite. They asked him, a woman said, who you think should have the right to vote? He said, not women. These dudes are like 23, 24. He said, white Christian males. He said the only people that should have a right to vote. And I went in on the calls, but go ahead, just back it up. See, some Edomites think like that. Yep. Some Edomites do this.
So what they got to say now? What a white Christian male got to say now?
Now you go.
Now that could, because these are your true Christians on the wall.
That's right.
Those relics predate your Renaissance lies, man.
Yeah.
All right, that's the problem.
And it does just Russia, the whole
All right.
country, the whole Europe,
Come.
Europe, man.
Yeah.
And these brothers is being spreaded all over the internet now. Like a lot of people, even got nigga bitches reposting this shit all
Man,
that
fuck
shit.
the black one.
And I fuck them, but
Don't
the
even
point
bring
is, it's being shown to the whole world that everybody know who the fuck we are, man. And that's the point. So that they knowing we the Israelites, we the people of the Bible, and nobody else, man.
Right.
That's the point.
That's right.
Hey, the Lord said that this gospel will be preached throughout the four corners of the earth, and then shall the end come.
That's
Man.
right.
But this is Jeremiah 30 and 16.
All of them saying the same shit.
It says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
So just like, Elder St. Benji said, man, that's not gonna, Putin sitting back there all looking all gangster and shit in the church. But that's this, like we gonna big up him and show him a little mercy. No, he going straight to the field. Because he more than likely is gonna be one of the Edomites who survived this when that time.
Oh shit!
So he's gonna be and his cabinet, and his important people and all the rich people over there in Russia. They get to go into the bunkers and stuff. They're gonna be the first fruits of slavery when we come down off the chariots. What they fraudulently and falsely call UFOs and UAPs. All right, when we come down off of them, all right, and when New Jerusalem comes down, all right, we're gonna go into them holes in the ground where they hide. Somebody can get that, all right, and we're gonna put them right in them fetters and irons, man. Right, Jacob the jeweler too. You gonna get some chains on your own.
Right. I gotta get
that nigga tight. You gotta
go.
You know what else is wrong about this? What prophecy this is hard on? Ezekiel the 38th chapter.
Bring it out, brother.
Because at some point, because I was thinking like they still ain't did it, but at some point it says they're gonna. I'm gonna read Ezekiel 38:10. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind. And thou shalt think of evil thought. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them and rest. That dwell. Hold on, Salaki. It's twofold. Hold on. I will go to them that are at rest that dwell safely. Keep that in mind. All of them that dwell safely, right? All of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. To take a spoil and take a prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited. We're talking about our land. And upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. So now I'm going to jump down. Verse 14. Therefore, son of man, prophesying, saying to God, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, in that day when my people Israel dwelleth safely, thou shalt know it. So they over there in our land, they safe right now. They surrounded by all their enemies and still not getting fucked with. But the Lord said, well, my people really dwell in safety, you're going to know it. And thou shalt come from thy place out of the north parts, thou and many people with thee, all of them riding upon horses, a great company and a mighty army. And thou shalt come up against my people of Israel as a cloud to cover the land. So at some point, something's going to spark in them. All right, they're going to go up against those Israelis, man. All right, the Valley Jehoshaphat is happening well, man.
Yeah.
The so-called
Well,
Middle East.
them guys they caught.
Oh, Saudi Arabia.
Well, them guys that they caught that did that, that killed all them people in Russia was Mossad. So yes, you think if anyone that thinks that Putin just gonna let that ride, he's not gonna let that ride.
They don't know.
Yeah.
And I will bring thee against my land. What's the Lord's land? That the heathen may know when I shall be sanctified in thee, O God, before their eyes. So it's still going to be your destruction, Booty.
God.
But it's going to finally click in your head. Man, look at these images. These Israelis over here, they fucking us up. Fuck it, let's go over there.
Exactly. And now that they did that hit in Russia, and then they had the nerve to try to blame it on Syria and Iraq. When Syria and Iraq are rolling with the Russians.
Right.
It made absolutely no. They tried to call ISIS the Islamic State of the Islamic Syria, Iraq something. Yeah. They tried to change it from, instead of the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service, they tried to call it the Iraq and Syria Islamic something. They tried to. I was like, you have got to be kidding. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. These people, and so what you look, but what we might have witnessed is that the least of the flock have drawn them out. Yeah. Because there's going to be a retaliation for that, man.
And it shall come to pass at that same time when God shall come up against the land of Israel. So there's going to be invading in America too, but they're going to go. The Valley Jehoshaphat is in the so-called Middle East. And a big, when you look at the map of Syria when it was in power, our land is a part of that.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
They call it the Golden Heights. The Golden Heights actually sits in Syria, and that was a part of Israel. Go ahead, brother. Is it more than that?
Yeah, it's more.
16 to 18. I don't know
Oh no, I didn't, but it's cool.
if you okay.
Damn, yeah, I'm gonna read 17. I skipped it. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, art thou he of whom I have spoken in old time by my servants, the prophets of Israel, which prophesied in those days many years that I will bring thee against them. And it shall come to pass at the same time when God shall come against the land of Israel, saith the Lord Yahweh, that my fury shall come up in my face. For my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel. So it's talking about the land, man. All right. So it's something the Lord, Lord wrong. This all is playing down to the Lord's plan of Zephaniah 3 and 8.
That's right.
Yeah, because they're looking at these icons, and they're worshiping these things, and this really has nothing to do with Christianity. Remember, the first Christians were niggers.
They call them that.
Right? That's what they were called
Yeah.
in the book of Acts.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
not
right.
not Niger,
Niggers.
or not Niger. The word is literally pronounced nigger.
Where they get the
All right,
word from?
because the word nigger basically just means swarthy.
Yeah.
You know, it had nothing to do with the negative connotation that's on it now, presently on it. All right, it was no different from saying a moreno, a negro. You know, it was no different. All right, it became this negative thing here in America.
Right.
All right, but that's how they're described in the Bible. Okay, and not just there. Another place in the Bible, it also tells you in the book of Acts that they were first called Christians in Antioch. Who was called Christians? The Israelites.
Right.
So these are the Israelites. So when the whole world is looking at this, you know, who do these people that's run around screaming and hide behind this false narrative of anti-Sem?
Yep.
It's a lot. When you look in the Blue Letter Bible, look up Antioch and tell you basically tell you the place of Greek-speaking Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you go to history in the Maccabees, it was the Israelites that called themselves Antiochians. You know, that's what it was. This was the Israelites that became, like you said, Greek-speaking Jews and followed after Antiochians, man. They called themselves Antiochians.
Oh, here we go.
Antioch.
Salaki, somebody put up the name that they created, the Iraq and Syria and Levant, ISIL. All right, so it's no longer Israeli in secret intelligence service. It's ISIL.
They said that before.
So
I've heard that.
no, I heard ISIL, but I never heard Iraq and Syria, because when the lady said it on the news, she didn't say this. She didn't say Iraq and Syria and Levant. She said the Islamic, the Syria is. She said an Islamic Syria, Iran something. That's what she said, and then said ISIS. So they're just it's all wordplay, man.
But just to land back on what the scriptures brothers been reading on beforehand, I'll call you back. I'm reading a live show. This is Acts 2 and 21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahweh Shai of Nazareth, the man approved of God among you by miracles and wonders and signs, which God did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves also know. When you look at all these scriptures, you'll see the Lord talking to the Israelites in Rome, the Israelites in Ephesus, the real Israelites in Corinth, the Israelites. Once we got scattered abroad, everywhere you see in the scriptures, he was talking to the Israelites scattered abroad. Was speak to these motherfucking heathen nations, man.
Right? Can I learn back?
Let's get kind of wrap this last point. That's why he said, go into the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So who was lost? Even JJ said it. If anybody lost, it's us.
That's right.
You got to read the first part of the scripture again, because I was actually going to bring that out in another chapter. Go ahead.
Verse 21, Acts 2:21, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words.
Wait a minute.
This is Acts 13. You through. This is Acts 13 and 26. It says, men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham. Now, I'm going to go into the top of this after I read this, just to land back off the elder. It said, men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham. Now, he's talking to the Gentiles. He said, and whomsoever
And call them the
among
stock of
you,
Abraham.
John. It said, and whomsoever among you feareth Yahweh, to you the word of salvation is sent. Now, when you go back up, this Acts 13 and 1, because that's 26. Now, when you read it, it says the first missionary journey. So this is the first time, like they formed the camp. This was the first camp. This is the first day they went to the line. Basically,
First camp.
It says in Acts 13:1. It says, now there were in the church that was at Antioch, going into what the brothers was just saying, certain prophets and teachers, Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger, and Lucius of Cyrene and Mani, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch and Saul. So he said it right there at the church of Antioch. The elder Southside Mike just brought it out. The Greek-speaking Jews, one called Niger, and at the bottom of it he said, men of brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, to you, whomsoever amongst you call upon the name of the Lord.
All right, and the church is
There you
called
go.
out, which are called out of Israel.
That's right.
Because the only way you can go find out who the called out, what that word ecclesia is by going
That's
back
right.
into the law. And the law is going to go back to Numbers, the 12th chapter, when Moses' spirit was disseminated amongst the called out of the elders out from among the people. So if you go into these scriptures, you're cut. You go into the Bible, the doctrine, you're cut. That's why the Most High is tearing down the stronghold over Esau, Edom, Babylon the Great, over the whole planet. He said, surely you're turning the things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. All right, and he also said that he's going to destroy the covering cast upon the whole earth, man. So your covering is falling. You're being exposed. All the other nations are rising up against you. You're greatly despised. And you're going down, man.
Damn, you know what, Elliot Wright? You said it. That the scripture said he's going to destroy the covering cast over all nations, right? Isaiah, what's that, 25:7? Putin doing that is already solidified what we already talked about. The Hosea 1:10.
Got it.
Go ahead.
This is Hosea chapter
Spirit,
1,
bro.
verse 10. Yet the
Like
number.
Elliot Michael always say that, man. Other camps don't do this, man.
That's right. No. It says, Hosea 1:10. It says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that
Esau bullshit about you being minority right there, man.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
It says, it shall come to pass that in the place.
That place talking about Babylon the Great, man. The truth came out of Harlem, USA, man.
America.
Right? This is the main focus of the whole prophecy, man. And we in this bitch.
That's right. It says that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
Because blacks, Latinos, Native Americans,
Africans.
man. They ain't who we are, man.
Look, it's if you African, you not.
You Africans. Africans sold other Africans. The biggest lie.
Exactly.
It says, in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
How is it being fulfilled with them small hats?
Exactly, man.
Right.
According to them, they always knew who they was.
Exactly.
Right.
The whole time.
Which makes them not fit prophecy.
Exactly.
Prophecy clearly tells you in multiple places that the Israelites would lose their heritage.
Exactly.
Right? There will be a falling away. They wouldn't know who they were. They got scattered. They would actually have to wake up. How is it that you already knew who you are?
Exactly.
But then the whole chapter almost of Ezekiel 37 is about awakening.
Right.
Right.
There's a great awakening, but we've always knew.
And you had to remember yourself.
And you had to remember
because it was
yourself.
taken from your remembrance according to Psalms 83.
So how the hell, Baruch? So yeah, it's madness, man.
It says, you know that guy that go. What's his name? The guy going around on the King David. He be
Famous
Richard.
Yeah.
Famous Richard. Yeah.
Yeah. So he went there with the Amalekite Jews and stuff. He said, yeah, you know the blacks are the real Jews. He said, oh, that's impossible. You got to go to your father. He cut himself right there because they usually teach you go by your mothers.
Right.
So he had felt the tongues fell upon himself.
He cut himself.
He cut himself. Then he said, then on top of that, the scripture, like you said, the scripture said that Israel shall fall and they shall forget themselves for a minute. So how you are the Israelites and you always knew who you was?
I'm still looking for
because they duck and dodge prophecy. These people don't like to deal with prophecy.
Yeah, and this is a cherry on top. He said, and where's your side curls? The scripture don't say nothing about them damn side curls.
Famous Richard got curly hair because he an actual Israelite.
Exactly.
We don't need a side curl.
Where are your yokes of iron pictures? I'm still looking for the yokes of iron.
Exactly.
I'm still looking for you on the registry of the slave ships. I want to see
How you on the registry when you own the ship?
Come on, bro.
All right. Go ahead, brother. Finish that.
All right.
We're going to carry the rapid, brothers. Go
It
ahead.
says, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are.
They always say, "Oh, you're not the people." Where is fulfilling this prophecy right here?
Right here, it says, "Ye are the sons of the living God."
And this and that and what's on the screen is evidence.
That's it.
So so we're here, and they're saying we're not the people, but you got the receipts. You got the
Perfect.
You got the 800-year-old, 700-year-olds receipts that predate the Renaissance, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I appreciate that real quick.
bring it out, brother. We gonna wrap it.
Isaiah 41:11.
Yeah.
Behold, all they that were incensed
Start
against
at 10.
thee.
Start
Okay,
at 10,
Khan.
bro.
Isaiah 41:10. Fear you not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yeah, I will help thee. Yeah, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish.
Yeah, it is, man. So these people are gonna perish for striving with us and for telling all these lies.
Yeah.
So with that, we're gonna give all praises, all honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Mekakodash.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala. You know what I'm about to say.
I want to say